apparently ramming into law enforcement on the way out of that target. So all resources at the disposal of law enforcement are being used to
Oh,
follow this
baby.
pursuit to see
We're
to its bitter
live.
end. But
Chat,
right
what
now,
is
the
up?
suspect showing no
What
signs
is up,
of giving
chat?
up this chase.
What car chase are you watching? There's a live car chase happening in LA right now.
Yep.
This is not the whole stream. I just wanted to see how it concluded. This is in Los Angeles. The yellow Mustang shoplifted at a mall, and they're on the run. They're on the run.
Yeah, I don't see it. I'm not sure if it was maybe the tire or perhaps maybe he came in contact with the vehicle. I'm not sure what that was about. Anyways, he is
I was watching Fortnite Fridays, but I stopped watching when they started fighting.
Again, he's weaving across
That's why I was
all
late.
lanes. I'm looking for any
I
sign
literally
of
had
getting over to
George
the right.
Santos
Start thinking
on
about it,
Fortnite
thinking
Fridays on
we'll
one
see that
monitor,
move here pretty
and
shortly,
this on the
especially
second
as he
monitor.
makes his way,
And I thought,
into
I've already
the,
delayed the
into
stream
South
15
LA
minutes. I have to go
area.
live,
Of
so now I'm
opportunity.
live.
Again, depending on where he lives, it could-
Anyway,
it could
this is
be
not
a
the whole
flight
stream.
back
If you're
home.
tuning
Look at
in
him
to
getting
the VOD or
over
later
the
on, we
four,
are
getting
going to be
off,
watching
getting off the freeway.
Parkour. Oh my God.
Taking the 110 freeway. That's going to be the 110 transition. Does he go
That was
north,
scary.
or does
We
he
are
go
going to be
south?
watching
Right will
Parkour
be south,
Civilization
left will be north,
in
over
a
the
bit.
core point, left or right, which is a good indication. He's gonna
But
make a
that
right
won't
turn
be
onto the
until,
southbound
well,
side of the
I
Harbor
get bored of the
Freeway.
car
Now
chaser. It
making his way
ends,
down the
and there's a
110
couple things I need to
freeway,
talk about.
using the
This guy's
shoulder
going
on the
crazy.
trim
What a
there to
wide
get around that
shoulder.
traffic. He is now trying to put a little bit of distance successfully between him and that CHP officer.
This is such a
We'll
main
get a better
character
idea. I'm
car, by
trying
the
to
way.
look out the window to see how far back
Like,
that California
I don't know,
Highway
maybe it's a
Patrol
little
unit is,
naive of
but
me,
right
but I
now
feel like
he
if
has
you're
put
going to
a
be on a
little bit of
police
distance
chase, you shouldn't have the bright yellow car that looks different than every other car. But maybe you wouldn't blend in, and the power of it is the more important part.
There he is. There, yep. There's the SUV. SUV was able to manage that traffic.
Chat, what is up? How's
there.
everybody's day doing today?
Catch up with him, and there he is. No more.
I love watching
than
car
a
chases.
few
Me
hundred
too.
feet behind him.
Especially in
High
LA,
speed
because I
pursuit
know
now
the
down
streets.
110 freeway where traffic is
Especially
relatively light.
at
In fact,
5:30
light traffic
p.m.
all the way
on a
down to San
weekday.
Pedro.
Like, I don't. He's lucky right now that he's able to go 100 miles an hour.
We know that
He's
that
gonna run
Ford
into some
Mustang is
traffic.
capable of speeds much higher than
It's
that,
just gonna
so
happen.
He's not exactly, you know, I mean, he's doing above.
Watch
freeway
Fortnite Friday. I was
speeds,
just
but,
watching it.
You know, he's.
But I
we'll
feel
see
like
what
they're
happens.
now
Looks
their
like he's going
conversation
up
got
the
a bit
right lane.
circular, so I moved on.
He's definitely putting a little bit more distance there.
There's
but
some
right now
great
they're having
moments
no
in
problem
there,
keeping up with him. You're now pushing about
like
100
him
miles per
trying to
hour, so
revive
he is
George
starting
while
to
explaining
apply
cars.
A little more gas there as they get close behind him, and that may play into their decision.
Can you do the Ludlock?
in
We will
terms
do
of
the Ludlock
how
at
much
some
room
point.
they
It
give him to
is
play
true.
with versus, you know, how much pressure they
I thought the
offer
title was a
them with the
joke.
hopes
Nah, man,
of
there's a
maybe
car chase in LA right now. Is this legit live? Yeah, look, there's the time in the bottom right. 5:36 now.
But as long as they can keep an eye on him and they have the tools at their disposal above him, then
Isn't
those helicopters can
the
easily
goal
take
of a
us over
police
if
in
the
a
watch
chase
commander or the
just to
supervisor
follow
makes
the
the
guy
decision
until they
lay
run
off
out
a
of
little
gas?
and give him an opportunity to slow down. Now he's getting off the freeway here. Getting off
You
of
can
the
make that. You
105
make that.
freeway. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, you
110
make that.
freeway, excuse me. Getting off the 110 freeway.
You make that.
Heavy traffic at this red light here. Look at that cruiser.
Motorcycle cop should be able to just
keeping
clear
up with
this.
him,
Let the motorcycle
going
cop
right
go
through
first here
traffic,
for sure,
splitting
no?
lanes with him as he comes up on Redondo Beach Boulevard. He's
Now back on the
Redondo
highway?
Beach Boulevard,
Yeah,
and he
they
might get
always
right
think
back
it's
on
a
the
good
freeway just
idea
see
to
that
get
exit
off
ramp.
the highway,
Looks like
and
that
then they're
left
like,
rear tire
oh, that's
is
why
having
they
real
call that
trouble.
shit a
So at
highway.
some point,
And then they get
point,
back on the
somebody
highway.
either
That
makes
that's
contact with that tire.
classic.
Certainly have not
I love your
observed
shirt.
any
Thank you.
spike
It's
strips. I
no
didn't see
sense.
any chance of that. So at some
It's Joey
point,
Anime
they
Man's
did
merch
clock
company. I
something
think it's
that is now
available to
eating
buy.
up that rubber, and now that
What's the
left rear
motorcycle
tire
cop gonna
is on
do?
borrowed
Oh,
time.
that
may
tire
be
popped.
The beginning of the end of this pursuit.
Did they
Now,
shoot it?
Southbound on the 110 freeway.
How did the tire
with
get
a very
popped?
unstable left rear wheel.
Wait, how did they pop it? That must have been a shot, right? It just exploded? No, they had spikes. I think I see the spikes under it, right? Yeah, you see the spikes, right? I'm seeing that right? Maybe it's a shadow I'm seeing? I'm seeing some shit under the back left tire. This guy's fucked.
He's dragging something. I'm sorry, David and Giovanni. That side skirt's coming off the vehicle.
I'm ahead of the... Let me get on the mic here, ABC.
That may be
How many views they're at? They're at 30,000 views. Dude, car chases on YouTube Live go crazy, bro. It's like this guy's toast playing Pico Park. It's a must-see event.
They were just prepared to shut down the 110 freeway behind him, CHP.
They were going to shut down the 110? Oh, man. Nah, if I was working a 9 to 5 still at Best Buy and they shut down the 110 after a Friday night shift and I was on my way home and it increased my commute by an hour, I fucking off myself in front of the cops. Straight up. That would be so fucking cringe. I had to do this commute this commute made me so miserable, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just took the westbound 9.
This commute is this was ranked. I don't think it's still ranked there, but it used to be ranked the worst commute in America.
Once again here, unfortunately. So
just the worst commute, which might be in the world, because I feel like we might be the worst at traffic. Oh, you're fucked.
Suspect out of the vehicle, driver's side door open,
wait, you go to the forest. Oh, hey, hands up.
Away from the vehicle, now coming around the back
hands
of the
up. Yep.
The Mustang, CHP
yep.
in position to take that suspect into custody. He will quickly be placed into handcuffs.
Oh, someone's on the run.
They're rushing to either rushing to
someone
clear
run
the
over there?
Vehicle, unless somebody else went running. We're going to come around this tree here to see if we can see what's going on here. Isn't this like, it's a little dystopian, right? The fact that like the police are doing their job chasing this guy, but the news stations now have the tech, the money, and a helicopter to be able to track it as good, if not better than the cops, just so we can see. Right? There's no advantage to the news stations showing us this. Somebody else is in custody. Somebody else. A passenger is out of the vehicle and in handcuffs. CHP placing 2 people.
It keeps the police honest. I don't think that's why they do it. Candidly, let's not kid ourselves. This is not the news stations being like, we're just filming to make sure the cops are doing their jobs right. I think they're like, yo, we're getting some views today. Oh, did the front bumper come off? Ooh, the front bumper is probably the thing that they were dragging, right? Nah, fuck that cop. I'm driving here. You kidding me?
That was it.
Really? You're going to shut down the entrance to the highway?
Thankfully. Now they're going to be shutting down the 91 freeway. So just a heads up, if you're making your way home, the 91 freeway coming to a
That's why they do it.
Halt.
That's why they do it.
And,
that's why they do it, to say they shut down the 91 freeway first. All right, there's the cop chase. What a way to start the stream. Goddamn. Goddamn, my first ever, I think, cop chase live on stream. The chase is over. Why do they shut it down? I don't know, man. I don't know. Cops, bro, they're making a stink of it. They're trying to, I guess they're doing their job, bro. I had a long drive today. I did a shoot today, chat. I don't know if I'm allowed to leak this, actually. Do you think it's chill if I leak this? I don't know if I wasn't told to not leak it, so I think I can't. I did a shoot with Magnus Midbow. Oh. It was actually really fun. I think it'll be good too. I think it'll be a good video. It's not for my channel, it's for his channel. If you guys remember my rock climbing video I did with Magnus, we're doing another video. That we already filmed. But I think it'll be good, though. I think it'll be good. Are you going to Japan? Yeah, I will be going to Japan. I believe it was announced. Yeah, let's go over some announcements at the top of the stream before we jump into the meat of today, which I'm sure some of you have questions on, Parkour Civilization. RV Trip 3, October 18th is when I'll be in Japan. RV Trip 3, it's me, it's American Pete, it's Connor, and it is Chris. All right, that's gang. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is me because they gave me Crocs. I think maybe a slight shave in the eyebrow, but most importantly, they gave me the red shorts that I wore on the last trip that made my ass look like a balloon was stuffed inside. And that's Chris, you can tell because he's drinking Coolish. Wrong eyebrow? No, that's the eyebrow I usually do it on. Right? Wait, is it? Actually, I don't even know anymore. To be honest, I don't even know. Dude, I rewatched the RV trip, like the big video that Connor uploaded on his channel. Pretty fun watch. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the video, even though it is like, yeah, almost 3 hours. But no, it was a fun watch for sure. That's just your narcissism? No, I mean, bro, I enjoyed. There's more than just me. You know what? You're not wrong, in the sense that I do prefer to watch videos with like people I know and my friends in it. But I think that's normal. Like, if your friend streamed, you'd want to watch your friend stream, and same with my friends' videos. No car chase? You literally just missed it. I don't know what to tell you. We had a car chase on the screen. You literally missed it. It ended. It freaking ended. I can change. Let me change the title. Parkour Civilization. One second. All right, boom. Anyway, chat, what is up? I opened up twitter.com yesterday, and I saw a very viral post with a picture of me. I thought I'd share it with you guys. It's finally autism. It has 80,000 likes. So, thank you to the 10 gifted Ryan. I appreciate that. I don't know if my face is edited in this photo. I look different. It might just be old, bro. That just might be youth. That's just maybe what I'm staring at, is the barrel of youth. Also, I gotta say, I know everyone's haters. The 10 seconds of this song's chorus, I'm obsessed with.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Where's my crown? That's my blame.
I love it. I love it, bro. From the ring to the pen. From the screen to the ring to the pen. Dude. I hate this part. I hate this part. I literally hate every part except for that.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Where's my
dude, with the blade coming out? Bro. It's the type of shit that, like, man, I don't even know, like, Glee would do. Not even Glee, though. Like, Glee would probably kill it. Like, like a school adaptation of Glee. Do you know what I'm saying?
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Shring. No, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it in the same way I was obsessed with It's Every Day, bro. And My Bitch Love Do Cocaine. Not obsessed with it in the same way I enjoy the band like The Strokes. Yeah, it's like the rock rap. It's like the rock. We got dry. It's kind of like boom. We got the boom as well. We got the boom. You know what I mean? That's what we do. It's about drive. It's about power. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do stay hungry. But anyway, chat, quick update in my life. We are having our first ever coaching session for League of Legends tomorrow. Now, I don't think I will stream it. Maybe I'll do a member-only stream for this. It will be streamed, however, on Alois's channel. Alois is a League of Legends challenger top laner. And I don't yet know if I want to be a top laner or a jungler, but I'm quite convinced it'll be one of the two. Stop saying Alois like that. Alois. Is it like that? I guess, yeah, you're right. I'm saying it like an American, like Alois. No, it's probably like Alois, right? He's European and shit. Alois. What's up, boys? It's Alois. That's right? It's that, right? Alois. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that right? It's clear you should do jungle. So we'll see. But even if I do end up doing jungle, I think knowing about, first off, he can give me advice to get to plat any role. I'm confident. But like getting some insight specifically for top lane, I think will help me. You know what I mean? It'll help me. So we're gonna chat with him. We're gonna chat. That'll be a coaching set. It'll be tomorrow, like 11 or noon or something like that. Around then. You're a great YouTuber. Don't let the haters get to you. What are they saying? What are they saying? I went back and watched a car chase. What happened in the last 3 minutes? We were just catching up. Nothing crazy. Just catching up. And then chat. Okay, we can get to what we're here to talk about today because this is going to be a pretty long react. I've done this a couple of times now where I watched all of Skibbity Toilet to understand the new craze for Gen Alpha. Or, I watched all of FNAF lore, or just at least a lot of FNAF lore videos to understand the obsession with that. There's a new obsession, okay, that has hit the airwaves. Specifically, I'm talking about Parkour Civilization. And if those words mean nothing to you, you're no different than I was 1 week ago. However, it's become a bit of a meme recently, to the point where me just tweeting out what is Parkour Civilization was met with raucous laughter and insults. I said, what is parkour? Because I just seen it on my timeline. I go, what is Parkour Civilization? And then Trevor says, average beef jumper. All right. Off-brand Games says, my boss is washed. Unk doesn't know. Ludwig, the type of guy to fail a 1-block vertical jump for beef. It's peak. Bro doesn't know about the 1-block vertical beef jump. What the fuck are they talking about? Okay, grandpa. The future is now old man. Do you want to take the chance at beef? It's a 1-block vertical jump. Bro, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right? And this ain't like, this ain't small time, right? Like, this is Small Ant coming out of the woodwork. Point Crow. The Omega Strikers, community manager. Okay? I don't know. I don't know, but it seems like everybody else does know. All right? And I think the reason is because there was a pretty viral YouTube video.
Here's how you can do that.
About this beef jump. I don't even know how to look it up. Beef jump Minecraft. Is that it? I don't even know the original meme.
Put this challenge.
I feel weird looking up the words beef jump Minecraft. And it's not lost on me that today I hung out with Magnus Mitbo, who I had to tell that the final boss of Minecraft was an Ender Dragon. And when I asked him what he thought the final boss was, he said building stuff. All right, so look, there are levels to this. I know I'm a little out of touch here, but, he's right. He might be more based than I could ever be. Is this from the ring to the from the screen to the ring to the pen? I'm the king. Sorry, this is gonna be a problem for the next fucking week of my life. I'm going to be saying this for the next week of my life. So anyway, look, I've come to find out that Parkour Civilization is a massive YouTube video with 26 million views, okay? And relative to things like Skibbity Toilet or, you know, what's another good example? Relative to other very viral short form content, what makes the amount of views impressive is that it is attached to a 2-hour long video, which is crazy. Because, like, look, yes, Skibbity Toilet might get 70 million views, but it's 70 million on a 1-minute short. This got 26 million on 2 hours. Now, look, I know there's the red line. I did not pre-watch. Because I was so confused about what this was, I clicked to a random point, and I went to this section right here.
All the way up into the parkour temple about the secret room. I went to go inside, but something was wrong.
And then I was too confused to continue to watch, so I stopped watching. That's the truth. That is the truth. Okay? I'm keeping it a stack. Bro, spoilers. I don't even know what's going on. All I know is about the 1-block beef jump, and then also so Aiden also don't know what this is. Aiden also doesn't know what this is. But I keep pretending to Aiden that I understand it, and he doesn't. So anytime Aiden starts looking up Parkour Civilization stuff, I start saying, bro, you know they only get to eat 1 meal a day. Because that's like all I know about it. So anyway, boys, today we are going to distill Parkour Civilization as a almost 30-year-old man and try to understand what the youth sees, what they understand. You get me? Do you get me? Okay, my brother quit stalling. We are done stalling. The only other thing that I have to say is that CWAT Gaming messaged me. We have permission to watch this from the creator Evbo. I believe CWAT Gaming might even be in this. And apparently, somebody at the start who makes Evbo jump for food is the same person who photoshopped this picture of me and Squeaks for a thumbnail for us playing Elden Ring. Which is crazy. That's crazy. So, one of the people at the start of this movie we were about to watch also made this. I wish that's where the story ended. Apparently, then I said I would Venmo him for it and then never Venmo'd him. So I owe money. Yeah, so not only do I have 2 degrees of separation from Parkour Civilization, I am technically scamming some of the people in Parkour Civilization. My bad there. My bad.
No, it's time for parkour.
All right, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Dude, I didn't realize it happens in the first 10 seconds. Why did I think the beef thing was some like deep cut part of the video? It's the first 10 seconds of the video, bro. This is so much worse than I thought. Okay, so everybody goes in thinking, okay, look, this is another Minecraft fad, all right? You know, for a period, it was, you know, Dream SMP, Dreams Manhunt series, QSMP, SMP Live, you know, and there's iterations of Minecraft way before that, like animations, Captain Sparkles. Minecraft is always around. Someone is just doing the newest, hottest thing that a newer generation, younger generation likes. So you might think like, oh, this is the new cringe Minecraft shit that's popular. Apparently, once you finish this movie, it goes from, okay, stupid Minecraft thing that gets a lot of views to, oh, this is cinema. This is cinema.
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
You only get 1 meal a day. You guys have to know that you only get one meal a day.
Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down here, us parkour noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that is through the Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the
Sorry. Okay, my goal is to like synthesize this in a way that makes it accessible to anybody. Yeah, I am struggling a bit. I'm struggling a bit. I know you're saying stop pausing. There's an immersion that you have to do when you're watching this. I'm struggling to do that. Okay? Because I know everyone's like, this is peak. This is cinema. I just have to accept that the universe is Parkour Civilization, and you only get one meal a day. And here's the thing. If you want to make it to where the pros are, you have to go. Like, I just have to suspend my disbelief for a bit. I just do. I will. I can do this. It is like the movie The Maze, kind of. Yeah, it is. It really is. I mean, it's kind of like, even Hunger Games. Honestly, it's kind of like Dark Souls.
World that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In parkour.
You know what? That, and it might seem like a small thing, but that transition from distraught to almost like nonchalance shows that people must be dropping like flies in Parkour Civilization. Like, to form attachment is to make yourself weaker because the weak don't survive. If you start getting fucking sad and depressed over other people dying, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to die. These might be some of the issues with a meritocracy.
Parkour Civilization, only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs,
You spelled civilization wrong in the title? No, I didn't. I just spelled it British. This is how you spell it British, and this is how you spell it American. So, anyway, the more you know.
it's strictly prohibited, and unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization, so I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh no, I'm done for.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row? Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
4 in a row? Come on. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're
Suspend. All right, everybody, look. We are entering a 2-hour journey. Okay? A 2-hour journey. We are 2 minutes through. Okay? 1/60th of the way through. A little more, honestly. So here's the thing. We will eventually, if we suspend, get sucked in. But you do not get sucked in if you do not believe. It's like flying in Neverland.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget, you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization,
How do you get
literally
money?
everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house. In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way! Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go. This is awesome. I just bought my first house. All houses in Parkour Civilization.
I mean, it must be a government subsidized program because presumably they're trying to farm parkour experts to achieve some greater secret or resource that allows them to trickle this money down to even complete noobs, right? It's totally government subsidized. And the reason that this builder is so excited about him doing the jump is because it doesn't matter to him if he gets the bigger house. He's going to get his payment for it regardless. That's the only thing that would make sense here. I didn't pre-watch, I swear to God. It has to be a government subsidy and it has to be a government program, okay? And it's probably some parkour, whatever they call it. It might not be called government, but like some legion or council.
Are pre-built, and they all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere they go, even inside the house.
So, this is the neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story house here. So if you follow me, I'll give you a house tour.
This is so sick. That ladder jump literally made me the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right. I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed. Yeah, I think I got everything figured out.
Perfect. Last thing, I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good? Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive? Why did he do that?
All right, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy seriously died?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a part of the job. Enjoy your house.
Look at that. Wow. The replaceability of jobs in Parkour Civilization. You died? Guess what? Within 30 seconds, a new guy is there to take over your job. That's crazy.
House.
How is that a part of the job? What? No one really remembers how Parkour Civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that...
Wrong. Nobody remembers. That's wrong. Nobody's allowed to know anymore. They don't want people to remember, okay? Because if they knew, that would change the dynamic. It must be ingrained in culture and people accept it as life, as opposed to, why are we doing this? When you start to unravel that, well, then everything changes. The order changes.
The parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went.
See what?
Yo, see what? Yo. Hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on. Don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
Alright, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. Alright, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump? Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay me to do parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro. It's not possible.
Just stop talking and watch.
Isn't it possible?
Do it in like 30 seconds. And there we go. Finally. Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Are you kidding? Dude, totally. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess. And this is basically how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he constructed an entire parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event, the Parkour Civilization began. Now,
well, how are you a noob in it if you're the founder of it? Nah, I don't know if I'm buying this anymore. I know I'm still suspending. That is weird. This was a narrative switch from where we were going. Okay, we must be missing some information if Evbo started the parkour thing and is literally a noob.
Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You got
Okay, that's how they explained it. I was like, how are they going to explain this like weird gap in time? They'll call it unexplainable. Okay.
30 seconds.
Another beautiful morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more. All right, I'm here.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Considering my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef. Ticket events are usually far away, and I would starve by the time I got there if I chose the chicken. But luckily, I got the beef.
No
Because the thing is, you only get 1 meal a day.
way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day.
That's systemic, okay? Because they know what it took to get to where they are, and oftentimes when people get to a certain point of power, they are comfortable there and fear the work to go even higher. So what do? They try to keep everybody else below them as opposed to doing the work to climb above. So it's no longer, oh, I'm not working hard enough. Oh, I'm not adapting enough. It's now like, oh, these other people like have it too easy. Like they don't have to do what I do to get you, like all that shit.
This was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket events are so risky because they're located so far away. If I wasn't paying attention, I could miss just one of these 1-block jumps, and my entire
This is
chances
me
of becoming
farming
a
CS
parkour
in
pro
League of Legends
would be over. But luckily, I made it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3 parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore, because if you miss one jump, you end up like this guy. And that's the price you pay if you want a ticket to be a parkour pro. I watched as the second noob fell to the void. Hey man, do you think you could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
Is that not Pedo Bear? I don't know if I'm aging myself. Is that Pedo Bear?
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure
I don't
you're
think
fine.
we'll
Oh,
have to worry about it for too long is what I was going to say.
shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every week the ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket, and if you get it, a 2-block jump to get out of it. Here's the thing about Parkour Civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out. If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go, the parkour pro accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Please make it. No way, I actually did it. All right, deal's a deal, right?
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well,
Dude, I was totally ready for the fucking asshole parkour pro to be like, nah, man, that was a 270. Or like, you know what? I changed my mind. He's like, nah, that was actually fucking fire, bro. That was actually fucking dope and shit.
Next bro is gonna tell us that the dude's shirt is green because of how envious he is of the parkour pros' societal status.
Look, I'm an English major. It is my job to distill media. In college, it was books. Now it is YouTube videos, okay? Everything is done with intention. Unless it's not, and then it's bad narrative.
the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one 2-block jump in the course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket. If I actually get this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour pro. There was no turning back now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was life or death. I closed my eyes and I went for it. I expected to be falling thousands of feet per second into the void, but to my surprise, I was standing on the platform with the ticket. And
what makes this harder is the fact that if you don't know, they only get 1 meal a day. Did you know that if you live in Parkour Civilization, you only get 1 meal a day? Because they can't sprint. Because they only get 1 meal a day. Like, I feel like you guys aren't really listening. Like, you're hearing it. You're not freaking listening. They only get 1 meal a day.
Thanks to the deal I made with the Parkour Pro, I only had a 1-block jump to get out of the course. This was life-changing. This was the first time I've ever received a ticket to access the Parkour Temple, and I promised myself that I wasn't gonna waste it. I made my way over to the Parkour Temple. I was in a good spot. I had 3 full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There was no better time, no more perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a Parkour Pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground, and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the Parkour Temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully, and now
Nice.
I was officially inside the temple.
We're going to take a pause after we enter the temple here. A lot of people currently watching, this is the first 10 minutes. We're about, maybe 10% of the way through, maybe a bit under. You might be thinking to yourself, okay, and this is maybe a harsh reduction of what this is, but you're like, oh, this is just a cringe Minecraft video, right? And if it were to continue this way, you would be right. What I'm hoping for and expecting is a progression in the story of the whole civilization and how we got to this point and what it means to get to the top, okay? You're right, though. If this is all it is, it's bad. But, like, it's kind of like...
Imagine this dude in the cinema, yapping non-stop every 2 minutes. Brother, I would be shushing you and throwing my popcorn at you. Play the damn video.
Okay, in this situation, the cinema would be called Ludwig Cinemas, where Ludwig is there at the cinema. So if you go to the cinema and you're like, what the fuck, Ludwig is here at Ludwig Cinemas? It would be your fault. Here's the fun thing about this, guys. You can watch the video. Okay? You can. All right? You're choosing to watch it with me and then getting mad about it. That doesn't make sense to me. Here's the thing. Okay? Here's the thing. Think about this. It's kind of like Madoka Magica, where it starts out and you think it's some fucking cringe-ass chibi anime shit. And then you're like, oh no, there's a story in the story. And I think that's what we're about to hit. That's my expectation and hopes right now.
This was it. This was the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. This was the parkour course that no parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either die from fall damage or fall directly into the void. But I've come too far and I've practiced too much to have that happen. I wasn't just going to be another parkour noob that fails this course. I was going to be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
Hey, wake up. You want a chance to eat today or what?
All right, let's get this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the parkour, noob.
Down here in Parkour Prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life.
Yeah, you don't want to spend your entire life in freaking parkour freaking prison, bro. It's like, you know what? It's probably an allegory to like the Elysian Fields, which is one of the places that you can end up when you die in Greek mythology. And although it's not hell in the sense of like you are burning in lava alive, you are just stuck, right, in a field with nothing to do but pass the time with the bodies around you.
If there was any chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats, you've earned 1 day off your prison time. That means you go from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
And this is how my life is gonna be for the next 49 years in parkour prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to Parkour Civilization. Parkour prison is located directly under the bottom layer of Parkour Civilization.
How do you not die when you go?
If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And the only way back to Civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent here, I never knew this place existed. And I was so close to becoming a parkour pro. My entire life, I've been...
Whoa. Isn't that crazy? think of the amount of people we have already seen fall from Parkour Civilization to Parkour Prison. And in that time, he never knew that it existed, which means almost nobody's ever made it back from Parkour Prison to Parkour Civilization.
Been training for one goal, and that's to go to the Temple of Parkour and complete the impossible course to rank up to become a parkour pro. I had everything. I earned the ticket to get inside the temple, and I had enough food to make the journey. But when the time came, I failed the first jump. And now I'm dead. What the... Where am I?
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most noobs call it, their worst nightmare. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you right to your...
Okay, that's just you. All right. Look, I know I'm trying to. That's just Evbo speaking with what he thinks is a nerdy voice. I'm 99% sure.
Your cell.
Parkour Prison? What is this place? I don't get it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these one-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I've never missed a one-block jump in my life. What I didn't get is why Parkour Prison existed. Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the void, somehow this massive structure was made under the void to catch us. But why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go on in.
All of the cells in Parkour Prison were separated by a 3-block gap.
If I had to guess, Parkour Prison was made for the same purpose that, like, Arrakis exists on Dune. It is a prison planet that ultimately, because of its, like, ability to have stricter environments, will create stronger parkour competitors and pros. You know what I mean? It's a prison planet. Like, how do you get Sardaukar? Sardaukar, you make a fucking prison planet. How do you get the parkour pros? You make a fucking prison planet.
Yeah, meaning once I went inside this cell, I would never be able to escape.
I understand why the
but
actress
that wasn't
from the
gonna
John
stop me
Green
from
movie
trying.
premiere
Make sure
left
you're doing
now.
at least one
Big
jump
Pro
in your
is a
cell
yapper
every
at
30
heart.
seconds. If one of us catches you not jumping, you're not making it.
Arrakis isn't the prison planet? Is Arrakis not? I mean, it's not the prison planet for the Sardaukar, but it is the prison planet for the Fremen. I mean, that was the entire plot of Dune.
Get out of here.
Just minutes before this, I was about to rank up to be a parkour pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in Parkour Civilization. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in Parkour Prison. My guess is most of them by now fell in the lava. Wait, there's actually someone here. Let's go, I'm not alone down here. Wait, why does this guy look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor. Wow, I'm so glad I'm not alone down here. No! Dude, what is wrong with this guy? All right, he has to be doing it on purpose at this point. The only thing that's better about Parkour Prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison, the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a prisoner here, the only thing you hope for is that you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test out a new course they've built. This time, the course I was selected for had fence parkour.
Wow, they're using it to test. That's fucking brutal. That is brutal. That's inhumane. Just outright, we can say that.
Failed to make this 1-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go, we don't have all day. Get on the course.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I just wanted to fuck up the count.
Fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go, we don't have all day. Get on the course.
Yes, sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps. The pros know that the noobs have almost no experience with fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
All right, testing complete. Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
By some miracle, I was able to get past this week's random testing course. But what about the next week or the week after that? There's gonna be some day when they build a jump that I can't do,
benefit
and I
to
need to
doing
get
it?
out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking of a plan to make my escape. Back in Parkour Civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the pros, and now I was gonna do it again. Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got something to show you. Can you come over here?
This better be worth my time, or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay, what?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask you if I could pay you in 3 diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that. But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now, I had one chance to make 3 diagonal jumps in a row, or else I was dead. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
That was
wait,
fast.
I
didn't think it'd be that
okay,
fast.
5 minutes of free time, but you better be back in your cell by the time I get back.
The bribe worked. Now, I had 5 minutes to roam around Parkour Prison to see if I could find a way to escape. I had no clue what was going to happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think about that right now.
Yeah, don't worry about
When I jumped
that.
around the prison, I noticed someone doing the random testing course. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, you
Peanut
don't
Bear.
need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, no way. It is the guy who failed the ticket event in front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes it back to civilization.
Okay.
Oh, something was strange about this testing
you
course.
could tell
Why
he's
were
gonna
they
die
using
there.
glass for parkour? Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass jumps, why would they use them to test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape, right?
What? Escape? What are you talking about? I would never try to escape.
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm 99% sure I'm being led into a trap, but it doesn't matter. If he gets me close to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point, I was
you
just
just
gonna
follow.
have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to Parkour Civilization.
You can leave now if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest of your life.
Wait, you're saying if I go back to Parkour Civilization now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro.
You say no to that deal. That's a bad deal. Because it's like, what is a life without hope? And to remove all hope in favor of what? The lowest possible life lived? That's just not a life worth living.
Or I could try to survive here for another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've
Really?
made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
So you accept. Good luck.
This was it. The work was done. I escaped parkour prison. But at what cost? Leaving now meant that I would be a noob for the rest of my life. When I went through the portal, I was brought back into Parkour Civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would ever step foot in this temple. I had my chance to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now, I can never earn a ticket ever
Yeah, he
again.
needs a ticket.
You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now, I can just go back to my ordinary life in Parkour Civilization. You know, now that I think about it, it's not the worst situation in the world. I mean, at least I still have my mansion. Wait.
Is that a penis? Or poop?
Who is this? I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you. This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he do that?
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore. Well, this guy can enjoy...
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go, so I can move back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion again, but while I was at Parkour
my
Prison,
God.
something bad happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up. Now, if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would have had
Bro.
to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It
Fucking inflation, bro. They even have inflation in Parkour Prison. Feels bad, man.
was too risky. I was gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a
Yeah, outsourced fucking houses. Going straight to Parkour Civilization, Thailand. wherever they're building the more affordable housing.
1 block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5 block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my
all being
entire
outsourced.
life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping parkour prison gave me the confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house
Wood
is
houses look
definitely
so
a
much
bit of a
nicer.
downgrade from my previous mansion, but
It's not a
still
downgrade
a 2-story
visually.
house, and it has a painting, which is something you don't really see that often in Parkour
You can definitely walk
Civilization.
through that
I just
painting, I'm
keep
telling you right
wondering
now.
what my life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that... Whoa, what was that? When
I didn't pre-watch. It was fucking obvious. Inflation in Parkour Civilization is no joke. Evo! It really isn't. And the thing about it is, believe it or not, Joe Biden was also the president of Parkour Civilization. And his quickly aging and declining politics hit them as hard. They also had COVID.
I went to sit in my chair, I backed up against the wall, and there was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something. I walked through the painting, and it revealed a secret door. For some reason, this house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something. But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there, I found a man. Somehow there was already someone living
Parasite.
here. By their leather boots, I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Wait! Don't leave.
the man spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched you enter the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man.
This is the hero's journey. This is the hero's journey. He is going to die, but before he dies, he will impart knowledge and wisdom to set our hero on his path.
And I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you talking about?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro, but it was mine. He brought out a compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second chance I was looking for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing to lose. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with Parkour Civilization just yet. Come on, just one jump at a time, and I should be there soon.
So how was this originally released? Because it's very clear that these are pieces of smaller videos pieced together because of the amount of like recap that's in them. Where was this? There are weekly episodes, I see.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave Parkour Civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to parkour prison. I was gonna need an excuse. I just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story,
Where'd he get the meat?
it didn't work. I was in big trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it up to the Parkour Pro Civilization. I was gonna have to try something else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it. That was
That was
crazy.
nice.
Wait. No, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh! Shoot. That was not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me pass.
That frees us up.
All right. Well, I guess
That
works.
frees
Now
us
that I
up.
made
We're
it
not
past
mad.
the parkour checkpoint, it was time to go searching for the hidden ticket. That's assuming that the ticket I'm looking for is
I hate everything about this video. It's so like, I would never be caught dead admitting that publicly because it's so obvious that your media literacy levels are on the freaking floor. like, what do you watch? Freaking My Little Pony? Like, buddy, this is cinema in front of your eyes, okay? Go watch Avengers Endgame. Come back to us.
even real.
We'll
After
still
the
be watching.
mysterious old man gave me this compass
We will still
and
be
told
watching.
me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to Parkour Pro Civilization. I immediately started preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was
Okay,
no
he
way I
saved
would
up beef.
survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Why are you taking damage? Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour
Grab the
pro
chicken.
bought my excuse.
Grab
If
the
the pro
chicken.
stayed around for any longer, I might have starved to death. I had to eat the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of beef for the journey.
That's big.
I had no clue whether this would be enough food to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed, so I guess I was just gonna have to trust him again. Now, it was time to go searching for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and
This is like the wildy, I guess.
probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from Parkour Civilization, the more dangerous the jumps become. Already, I was starting to
Whoa.
see huge chunks of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts came to be like this. Or at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from Parkour Civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve it. I was running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours and now I'm down to 1 piece of raw beef left. And still, I found nothing. That was until I saw something in the distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was looking for. In all my time here in Parkour Civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence.
Yeah, it goes up.
Which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was standing on. The ticket should be here. Unless
Break
the
it.
old man hid the ticket
Break the block.
out of sight and put it underground. If
Yeah.
I broke this grass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison for life this time. But if I'm gonna have any shot at making it
Oh,
up to
you're
the
not
parkour
allowed
pro
to break
civilization,
blocks.
I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block and underground there was a chest. I couldn't believe it. I had actually found the ticket. But when I opened the chest, something was wrong. There was no ticket to be found, just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the...
It's not a barrier. It's a no barrier. You don't even know, man. Wake up. This is Parkour Civilization, bro.
the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew I would risk my entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this. Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now I have to try. So you just go backwards?
Oh, okay, and he's gone too. Am I gonna be blamed?
Okay. I am actually getting into this. I'm going to say it. We're 25 minutes in. I'm understanding the plot. I'm excited for him to go to the pro area because I want to see what it looks like. I'm going to complain about one thing right now. I'm going to complain. The vine booms are going to take off 6 months of my life. They're going to do it. I think this is the highest density of vine booms I have listened to in my life.
For this. Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now, it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this. Alright, bro, are you gonna explain to me why the... What the... When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere to be found. All that was left was a hole in the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going
If so,
on.
how was
That's
the
when I
ticket
paid
there?
attention to the item that was left on the ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro. The old...
I'm sorry. Did the old man kill himself? That's kind of dark, no? The old man just fucking axed his head off? Oh. Or was he killed?
old man had it on him the
Oh, yeah,
entire
prison.
time, but still
Prison.
sent me to retrieve the barrier block? The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason. And now, this was the sign that I was ready to rank
That
up
barrier is
going to
be
Parkour
important.
Pro. It was
It's
time
gonna
to
be
head
important.
to the Parkour Temple. I made my way back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again. The place where no parkour noob in history has ever made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. Just like last time, I was in such a perfect spot. Three
Thank you,
full bars
Shiggy.
of hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket and the entrance to the Parkour Temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1-block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure
If he falls again, I'm gonna stop watching. If he does the same fucking fall on the first block right now, I'm gonna stop watching. I swear to God.
get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different. I successfully made the
Fine, boom. Thank you, Maximo, for the 10 gifted.
first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it one jump at a time. The first section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered 1-block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't
That's
handle.
easy.
Even though I had been on
Hey,
the course for a
we do that when we get our beef. You know what I mean? These are just beef jumps.
good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section, I moved on to the stone slab section. Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of Parkour Civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I was worried about, the stair
A
jumps.
diagonal
this next
one
jump I had
jump.
to complete was by far the hardest jump
That's
I've
a
ever seen. It was
two-block,
a 2-block
one
jump,
up?
but I had to
Wow.
go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke my fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of
Okay,
damage. But that was
I'm not even lying. I just got chills. I just got chills.
too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the
I just joined 5 minutes ago. Can you catch me up to speed? I'm sorry, I can't. Not even like trying to be an asshole. It's like we're watching the fucking final season of Attack on Titan, and you're like, what happened? It's like, where do we start? You know what I mean? Like, buddy, they still haven't fucking broke into the walls for you. You know what I mean? Like, we're on different timelines.
the void. On my second time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the noob level, but fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course, and that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the Parkour Pro Civilization. This was it. I was about to be the first noob
Is that
in
a
history to
3-block
rank
jump?
up, but
That's
then
impossible.
the realization hit me. The last jump to get to the Parkour Pro Civilization was a 3-block jump.
That's
It
not
was
possible.
Impossible. This was why no noob has ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted me to use it for. He knew the course was impossible, and he wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block jump. I did it. I actually did it. I was the first noob in history to ever complete this course. No one at the bottom level knows what society is like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like?
And it was all thanks to the old man.
Was I actually gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room I've never seen anything like before. I turned the corner, and I saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo. Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That was the last time I would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only had one more lava.
See, I can already fucking tell because I consider everything in the first area season 1, I can already tell season 2 is going to go so hard because we've moved on from narrative exposition, first person point of view, to now the narrator's not privy to all the information that the viewer is, because we get some secret conversations between, you know, one of the grunts and presumably some like upper boss man. Like season 2, like the thing about season 1 is you have to watch it to get season 2. But season 1 is the worst season. Like I haven't seen the rest. I just know that's going to be facts. I just know it's going to be the worst. But it's like, yeah, you got to get through it. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, yes, you need it's like One Piece. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you do have to watch everything pre-time skip. Yes, it will fucking suck and be in like 360p 4:3 and have horrible animation, okay? But if you do that, then you get to the special cookies that is post-time skip.
A jump to go, but this time there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron boots. I was officially a parkour pro. After I went through, I saw one more jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel to see something that I've never seen before. Cooked meat?
Food.
In all of these. In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now as a
Well, because the thing about Parkour Civilizations, you only get 1 meal a day.
parkour pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is crazy.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in Parkour Pro Civilization.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of Parkour Civilization. When I walked into the temple, I immediately saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, look at these statues.
Gold
boots. Gold boots? Who wears gold boots? This doesn't make any sense. What is this?
Diamond
Am I
boots.
not at the top of Parkour Civilization?
Hey, parkour delivery.
Let's go, my parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you order parkour?
Okay, I need a quick breather on that one. Okay. You get parkour delivered to your house. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. All right. Diving back in. We are diving back in.
Parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir, that's me. I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting custom parkour jumps installed in my house is crazy.
I mean, imagine the gains that parkour noobs could make if they had the resources that parkour pros make. But the thing is, no parkour noob can ever be a parkour pro because not only is it almost impossible to get a ticket, you're fed 1 meal a day, which keeps you at like a low health bar. And then on top of that, there's no way to complete the final jump unless you happen to meet some fucking wise grandfather figure who kills himself. And how many fucking old men are going to kill themselves to give you a barrier in a fucking ticket? Not many. Not many. Right? It is very classist.
Lud, can we have a quick 5-minute break sometime? I need to go pee and make my protein shake, but I don't want to miss.
I mean, it's a caste system. People who are born into the higher ranks get to stay there, but there's no way to promote there.
This look good?
Yep, I think it's perfect. Hey, thanks, man, for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in Parkour Civilization, the way you tip...
A 360 tip is insane, by the way. Like, that's a 100% tip. As far as I'm concerned, a 360 is equivalent to a 4-block in a row.
is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my house. If I missed any one of those jumps, I would have fallen back down to the parkour noob level and my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing. But I won't say it wasn't worth it because now I can practice slime jumps anytime I want inside of my house. And this is how my new life is as a pro in Parkour Civilization. No parkour noob at the bottom level knows what life is like up here, except I was the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour society. To rank up to a parkour pro, I had to be the first noobs, and I was official when I realized I truly wasn't even close to Civilization.
It's like One Piece. Sometimes there's filler within the episodes. You just have to skip through the filler. But like we already know that. We just watched it.
At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a parkour noob, I thought 2-block jumps were extremely
Miles
hard.
saying the
But
5
now that I
gifted.
could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob, I would see dirt in the sky. But now there's nothing above me. And that's when I looked back at the parkour temple. There was still a world above me, and now it was way higher up. But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But somehow on the pro level, I could look down. And I could only assume that the same goes for the layer above me. Now that I was adjusted to my surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that life still worked like that up here. When I took a look around, all I saw were the same identical buildings. Maybe this time I wouldn't be getting a mansion. But that's when I found a building that looked different, and it definitely didn't look like a house. When I walked inside the building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Hey, aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That would be me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5 block jump. Okay, that's a little more expensive. And this last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same? All of these options are for the same house.
Well, it's written differently.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall for that? Since there was only one house to buy, I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house with a 2-block jump.
There's no point in taking risks in Parkour Civilization because if you fall down, getting back up is almost impossible.
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro. Let me take you to it.
Let's go. Since all the houses were identical, it was no surprise that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour delivery service? Let's go.
Yeah, then
Being
you're
a
back to
parkour
one meal
pro
a
is
day.
Awesome. The living room in my house had 2 1-block jumps, and the entire house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3 jumps to get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. You're that F-boat guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything?
It's not linear. Like, I'm sorry. I understand you guys might be coming from a media background that is filled with Marvel movies. Parkour Civilization might not be for you. It's not linear storytelling, okay? The story was told by thrusting you in to the pro civilization. They have parkour delivery, okay? And then you rewind and then they show you the process of how they got there. It's not linear. Okay? You know, like watch Memento. You know, watch like Evangelion. You know what I mean? Like watch media if you want to understand media, but don't complain that it doesn't make sense. It's out of order. This is what cinema is. Welcome to Peak.
You want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I can never fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come with
Ooh.
me.
My neighbor started telling me everything there was to know about Parkour Civilization. He brought me back to the Parkour Temple where all the statues were. He explained how Parkour Civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a Parkour Pro. Then, there were the Parkour Masters. If you were lucky enough to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that Parkour Masters never come down to the pro level, but if they do ever come down, it's a Parkour Pro's nightmare. He said the Parkour Masters are ruthless. once. And then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people down here don't even believe that the champion is real, but the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of Parkour Civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was...
But think about it. If you're the parkour champion, what do? You set up society in a way so you stay the parkour champion. You know what I mean? The goal is not to be replaced, not to be improved upon. It is to keep your position of power. That's what I'm expecting to have happen. Honest to God, if this is going the direction I think it's currently going, there's probably going to be a January 6th style outbreak with some of the pros. I'm expecting that.
Was how do I get food now? Or what do
I mean, and I expect the champion might be even leading it against the masters, perhaps.
Even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all heading to this massive structure in the distance. When I got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food. Then I received the piece of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And this is when I realized how life was different on the pro level of Parkour Civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm.
Wow. Look at that. You are handed out your orders. Why would people do them? And I guess the answer is because everyone probably holds on to some belief or hope that they might be the champion one day, or that they just don't want to go down in society's ranking, probably more accurately.
Before this, I had never seen an animal in Parkour Civilization, but this is the place they were all kept. This place was responsible for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in Parkour Civilization,
do you think he's going to skim a little off the top?
To do a parkour course. My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course. Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just going to have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the? Oh my god, this cow is cooking. How did he even do that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They
got Minecraft Wagyu. Yeah, no, we feed the cows nothing but chicken eggs, and they do parkour to develop their muscle fibers.
Say it enhances your parkour abilities. As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level. And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks.
I would rather die than start eating some fucking parkourless meat. So fatty and unrefined.
For a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in Parkour Civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work.
Okay, so we theorized, and I saw some people in chat saying the reason you work is for food to survive. It turns out the reason you work is to improve your craft risk-free. That changes everything. That changes everything, because now that's a much more interesting dynamic, you know? Dude, this reminds me, I hung out with several Olympians when I was doing my shoot for the Olympic sports. I hung out with several Olympians. To be honest, the culture set up here reminds me of being an Olympic athlete.
The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of. Here, you have the ability to build any parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one. But if someone was practicing these jumps, that could only mean one thing, that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have any shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Wow.
He's going to create an uprising. Oh my God. Maybe it's a story of capitalism and the proletariat rising up against the bourgeoisie. The working class fighting for rights. Undoing the system that oppresses them.
Maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake. What in the world is that sound? Bro, come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, what's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going? I started parkouring in the direction that my neighbor was going, and that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but I followed my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky. It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh no, I'm done for. Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later, he was gonna show up where I was.
You. What was your task?
My task? I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A parkour battle?
The parkour battle starts now.
This is...
Sorry, okay. Okay, of course. Yeah, of course. It's the Parkour Civilization. Of course you would settle beefs in a parkour battle. You know, and this is going to be tough. Because we got to contextualize this is the parkour master going up against not just a parkour pro, but a newly minted parkour pro. That's tough. That is tough.
It's just great. Why does my first parkour battle have to be
nothing better than you're watching an anime and you get to the fight episode, right? Like, okay, exposition's over. We just get to watch the fight scene now.
It's the parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block jump. That's doable. I think I can survive this round. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks.
It's like
and
horse.
By the looks of this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks diagonal jump.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did he do this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck wasn't on my side. The second attack hit me, and I was down to 2 hearts.
This is too fun for me. One more attack and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour master was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh god, he made it.
This is it for you, Parkour Pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My entire journey in Parkour Civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical jump. I thought when I ranked up to become a Parkour Pro, my days of parkouring to survive were over, but I soon realized I knew nothing about Parkour Society. Even as a pro, I wasn't even close to being at the top of Parkour Civilization. The Parkour Pros were the workers of society. Every day, we would get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard way what happens if you skip your job, because the one day I didn't get my daily task, a parkour master came down and challenged me to a parkour battle, and now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live.
He also attempted this, right? Like, he tried this jump, and it beat him every time he's ever tried it. So not only has he never successfully done it, he has failed it.
This was it. All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump, but at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath, and I jumped. What? Is this real? I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour master was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was...
Wait, okay, maybe this is stupid. If you're in a parkour battle and you want to win, why not stall? Just keep doing 1-block jumps. What is he going to do? 1-block jump, 1-block jump, 1-block jump.
Was I going to be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if
Why
I make
are
it
you
too
making
easy,
us
the
watch a
parkour master
2-hour-long
will just get another
Minecraft
chance to
parkour
attack me.
TikTok?
I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump, and I did a 360. Maybe, just maybe, there...
I low-key think the main character is really good at, like, 360 and backwards jumps. Okay, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We're not done.
Remember when you told him not to walk up and he ignored you as a human and walked up and died? Damn, stop, bro. I'm starting to twitch a little bit. Stop. Remember when you told him not to walk up and he ignored you as a human and walked up and died? Damn, stop, bro. I'm starting to twitch a little bit. Stop. Remember when you told him not to walk up and he ignored you as a human and walked up?
I'm not gonna lie, Ludwig is an absolute liability. I'm not gonna lie, Ludwig is an absolute liability. I'm not gonna lie, Ludwig is an absolute liability. I'm not gonna lie, Ludwig is an absolute liability. I'm not gonna lie, Ludwig is an absolute liability.
fucked up. I 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 fucked up.
There was a chance this would work.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you did it, it can't be that hard.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What? How? Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack against the parkour master was successful. I think
No
I
way.
found his weakness. He couldn't do a 360. This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump. I've never even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully made a 2-block jump with a 360.
This
He's
is
a 360
ridiculous.
goat.
How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour master tried to defend against my attack, but once again, the 360 was too difficult for him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are you serious? No way. I actually won the parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become a parkour master?
a
The
ticket?
master said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground. I went to pick it up, and I figured out that it was a totem of
That is
undying.
so
He
big.
said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master. This was insane. Earlier today, I didn't even know parkour battles existed, and somehow I won my first battle, not just against anyone, but a parkour master. And now I actually have a reason to go.
Bro, get to the fucking lab. You know what I mean? Like, get to the... Bro, you can't do a 3-block jump. You got a secret. Your 360s are nice. Your backwards jumps are nice. Like, it's very clear that, like, he has a special style. It's almost like he's a street skater. And, like, vert skating is, like... I'm talking out of my fucking ass. I have no clue about skating. But do you know what I mean? Like, he has a special skill different from what is mainstream. Because it seems like mainstream is, like... 3-block, 4-block, 4-block diagonal, 3-block up, you know what I mean? He got that 360 shit down.
Go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I didn't like thinking about the fact that that wasn't the course to rank up. That was just the path to get up.
And it makes sense why nobody would be good at it. Because, yeah, in the temple, it doesn't matter if you do 360. In the temple... It's just what you objectively do to get from point A to point B. What he does is he adds a bit of style, which is a subjective thing.
To the temple. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't going to do that again. And today my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up. If you're a pro in Parkour Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your rank and become a noob again. But you can still go down to the lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I had been back to this part of the Parkour Temple since I ranked up. And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob level. If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, 1-block jumps are too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro. When I got to the bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task. It's crazy to think that I'm still the only one to have ever completed this course, but the barrier I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was
Yeah, I kind of like that he didn't remove the barrier.
once my mansion, and now as a parkour pro, I can see what it really looks like from down here. When I lived here, I was the only one that lived in my neighborhood, or at least the only one left. So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see, 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey man, well, you know, I ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your jump.
You think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to
There is something to be said about humility in Parkour Civilization.
feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old man. It just seemed so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there's a chance that he came back. But when I got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob level? And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret doorway. It was gone. I was sure this was the right house.
What if the parkour... the old man is the parkour champion, and he wants to find somebody new to replace him. And Evbo's one of the few humble people who he has handpicked as his replacement.
That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that, but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour temple. Now I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to...
Oh, we're not even halfway. Oh my god, fuck. Okay, lock in.
Get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump. Now, I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump and I was inside the parkour temple. What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was the real course. Already at first glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course, and that's because it's so dangerous. Fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in and death. And of course I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my Totem of Undying and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row.
You bring a pen and paper, you write down the exact order, you do your job, you get 15 minutes in the practice range, you set this up 1 for 1.
But I soon realized that's all I needed to do because I think I found the impossible jump. What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this jump it had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump.
Nah, you're dumb as shit. That was not the jump.
But got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the Totem of Undying. And I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump. And I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. Alright, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Aw, man. Is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day. It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because Parkour Civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No! For my entire life, I've been
Oh my god! Fuck, dude. They left us on a damn cliffhanger! Okay. I just don't understand why he used the totem there. I feel like that was a mistake. Because, like, he could have known that was an impossible... He knew that was an impossible jump without using the totem. That was silly. I'm mad at him for doing that. That was a waste.
To survive.
Dude,
That's how
fucking fly around me, and I'm about to go crazy. Oh, wait, it's not a fly. It's the things in my eyes. Oh, I'm getting old.
Of us survive in Parkour Civilization. If you don't make the jumps, you pay the price. But no matter how many people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society.
From the screen to the ring to the pen, I'm the king.
I was the first noob to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle, and I even found the impossible jump that the parkour master told me to look for. The worst part is my journey in I was dead
okay,
until
fuck.
champion won.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought it was a recap.
But one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead until I wasn't. What? How am I alive? My journey in Parkour Civilization should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall. This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right? Unless it wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up to become a parkour master.
Oh my god! That is so lucky. Whoa.
This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level.
So basically there's a jump, right? It's an impossible jump. He uses an undying totem to attempt the jump, dies attempting the jump, but because the undying totem lives. Brings up a guy whose job it is to set up parkour for you. Brings him all the way to the temple and has him copy it bar for bar as opposed to rebuilding it because it's so complicated. Because he copies it bar for bar, it also copies the secret barrier block that exists to actually complete the puzzle. And the only reason that could have all happened is because he died in the first place. So I don't think he needed to have died, but in a roundabout way, it's the only reason he's alive.
level and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to rank up again to become a parkour master.
But why didn't the barrier catch him on the first fall? That's a good question. I don't know.
All right, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just grab one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In Parkour Civilization, the parkour pros are responsible for building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again!
And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
I hope he doesn't
I'm
die.
sorry, man, but you gotta be the one to do random parkour testing today.
I hope he does not do the thing where the guy says something cocky, and then right after he falls to his death and a vine boom happens, and then the guy goes, "Welp." Anyway, I hope that doesn't happen. Not because I'm sick of the trope. I am sick of the trope. But because I think the redemption of man is a more valuable narrative piece than the punishment of a cocky man. You know what I mean?
Today.
Why can't you pick the old guy?
Because redemption is not something reserved for the good.
He's like 100 years old.
Look, man, I don't make the rules. You just gotta do the course.
This is too easy. I'm making it out of here.
No.
Okay. Well, one good thing came from the obvious path, which is that the old man is here. The old man who I thought might be the parkour master is in prison. I wonder how that's going to pan out.
Oh no, he's gone for real this time. All right, daily task completed. One step closer to becoming a parkour master.
May you save us all, Evbo.
After a few more days of completing more daily...
May you save us all. From who? Or better yet, from what?
tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying, because once I step foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily. 3-block jumps weren't even a challenge for me by the end of my training, and that's how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temple and do the course to become a parkour master.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was it. It was time to start the journey up the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances. This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour.
Literally one thought has been going through my mind over the past like 90 seconds. I shouldn't tell you guys.
Or civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place. And I had decided that I was going to be the one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall...
From the screen to the ring to the pen, I'm the king. That's it. That was in my mind the whole time. I wasn't like a secret. There's never an opportune time to sing it while watching. I've just been fucking chewing on that for like fucking 2 minutes over here. I had to get it out. It was like man, what was it like? Like a shit kind of. Just had to get it out. Like I didn't like it sitting in me for that long.
All from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried about. It was this, the impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house.
So instead of going for the jump, you walk straight off.
If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge, and I was alive. Was here. The secret path was real. Now I knew it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course. I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course. And now I was gonna have to make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors
must
were
be
only
easy.
a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with
That seems
door jumps,
confusing.
but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter as long as I was staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was
how do you
getting
get on a
higher and
door?
higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5-block jump. It was far, but it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was on to the ladder section. Everything was going smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I figured it had to be possible.
Yeah, you just climb the ladder.
I went for it, and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh, that was
nice.
too close. I was inches away from slipping off the ladder, but by some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in Parkour Civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now?
Oh no.
What is going on? Wait, no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one. And now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh god, a parkour battle is not what I need right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to Parkour Civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to it.
Dude, this is like outdoor climbing versus bouldering because the only jumps they can do are jumps in the challenge. And I assume failing one just results in your death anyway because you're going to fall all the way to the bottom.
A jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it
backwards.
Safe. I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all. And that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come
backwards,
on, please
2-block diagonal.
Yeah. I did it.
No. What was that? What was that jump?
Well,
that's the main character's secret power, you dipshit. Sorry, fucker. Sorry. Listen up, man. You haven't been paying fucking attention if you've been stalking this guy.
That would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No.
I did it. I won the parkour battle. But against who? That was just a parkour
You're also
pro.
only at 2
Why
bars.
was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to
It's a
set that
caste
aside
system,
because
bro.
now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to my
But it would be so easy.
bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was standing on one of the final jumps of the course and I could see the doorway up ahead. And now were the 3-block vertical jumps. But I've been practicing for this moment. I used my
full
momentum to
speed.
do all 5 jumps in a row.
Smart.
In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before. But compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped and I made it. I did it. I actually did it. I turned around and looked at how high I was off the ground. I had
My
beaten the
goat.
course that no pro even attempts to do. And now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will no longer be a parkour pro. I will be a parkour master. The door opened, revealing an entirely different room. All
Look
of the
at
walls
that.
were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't describe it, but everything was so perfect compared to the layers down below.
Hey, if you know anything about old money, they hate new money. And this is what we are seeing in this exact video. Him ranking up isn't received like a rising tide raising all boats. It is seen as a threat. They don't like that. Because what happens when people rank up, right? You know? What happens when there's other millionaires, other billionaires? What do the other billionaires think? You know? Oh, they're the new people getting money. What's happening to my money? They're rocking the ship. Exactly, sirs. They're disrupting. They're disruptors. You know? But they're not disruptors. I mean, they are, but they're also just people trying to, you know, do what's best for them. Do what they think is right or good.
I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is.
Time
this
for
would
gold
hopefully be
boots.
the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped with golden boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels, so how much different could this society be? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to
I'm
see
curious
the inside of the
who the
parkour
masters
temple.
are.
All right, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here.
By the way, you know, obviously it's a little more on the nose, but the allegory of using the term master should not be lost upon you all. In a caste system where they are as close as you can get to a champion or god, these masters who are controlling, okay, the pros and the noobs and the prisoners and using the prisoners as slave labor.
Adam,
You know?
she parks on my core until I jump.
Okay, be fucking serious for a second.
I walked up the stairs into the Parkour Master Society. Oh my... Becoming a master of Parkour Civ to complete trying to rank or master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my... This is what Parkour Civilization looks like as a master. Up here, only the best of the best can survive all of the jumps.
That shit looked like a Dubai mall.
One missed jump and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now as a parkour parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump. Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait,
yeah.
could I
was gonna say that.
Actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but
Water buckets. That's so smart. It's the next evolution, right? As a noob, you are starved. As a pro, you are fed well. As a master, you get new technology. Technology is oftentimes how groups of people keep other groups of people oppressed. Okay? Think of Europeans ravaging other parts of the world. How did they do it so successfully? They're better technology. Their guns. Their maritime warfare. Okay? That's how they did it.
But that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase. And this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he said masters never die from fall damage. Okay, so how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy. You should probably get a house first. Like that one over there. You need something on the ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why would he drop me these? Wait, how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and this store looked nothing like all of the other shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay.
That shit looked like a Prada store.
Hey, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I could build my own jump to pay for my house? Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. Alright, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great.
That's kind of a fun
Let's
game.
hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. Alright, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work?
Yeah, no, bro's actually trolling for real. You do a 363 block right there, he gives it to you, no fucking questions asked.
I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that.
Dude, yeah, it is like, this isn't, oh my god, chat. You might be like, what a fucking stupid narrative device to say that the masters have to guess how much they have to pay for their house. Bro, that's taxes every year. That's literally how it works. You guess how much taxes you owe, and then if you're wrong, guess what? You're in fucking trouble, Buster. You fucked up. Your fault, idiot. Damn. It's an allegory for the fucking broken tax system. Whoa.
That's not good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea.
I would do a 3-block and do a 2-block 360.
I'm gonna buy a parkour skyscraper.
I think that's what he's gonna do. 3 and a 2 360
This is
for
such
sure.
a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is...
That was nuts. I knew the 360 was coming because that's his special power, right? It's like watching any fucking anime sports show. And it's like, oh yeah, he's going to do the thing where he sets the ball really well again, but in a different way. I didn't expect, and even though I knew it was coming, he was going to do a 360, I did not expect the double.
This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in Parkour Civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
True.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get up one block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before I become a
Just get fucking made fun of. Who gives a shit?
social outcast up here. Alright, time to check out the biggest house I've ever bought in Parkour Civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's what it means to be a master in Parkour Civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So, I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature like this still existed in Parkour Civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of Civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing.
Bucket.
Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed one parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage.
Tell me why my heart just fucking leaped out of my chest. Oh my fucking god. Dude, chill. Lock in, twin. Like, I'm not committing 70 minutes of my life, excluding pauses, for you to fuck up a 4-block high jump,
leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so focused on buying a house that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted to survive. If I missed 1 more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different...
Don't you stop sprinting at 3, chat? It's at 3, right?
Types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
The parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in Parkour Civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the
No, I can't believe the masters do daily work. I'm surprised by that. Because who are their orders coming from? Like, to keep them in line with their egos must be difficult. It must be some beneficial relationship.
other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with 1 heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
How does every parkour master know that this is my first day here? Alright, well I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well, free blocks for me. Let's go, I'm saved.
Serendipity. Okay. Look, maybe it is a lazy storytelling mechanic to have somebody magically fall out of the sky and give 3 ice blocks, but it is something that genuinely happens in the real world. There's luck like that. There's bad luck like that, you know?
In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. Alright, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization because I got 64 golden carrots.
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go. I'm not going to be the first parkour master in history to starve. Now, I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master.
Okay, I need a value system described to me because I do not value what he did even close to as high as a 363 block. Why do ice blocks add that much value? You could still just hold shift. Like,
I don't even know what to do now. Do I go to work or do I get a water bucket?
You get a water
I'm
bucket.
definitely getting
You get
a water bucket.
yep.
I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully, this will be the place where I could get a water bucket because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb up to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have
That's
to
a good
risk my
rule.
life yet again.
I think that's
Getting
smart.
a water bucket was the only thing different in
'Cause you
Parkour
gotta-
Civilization.
look, man, you
Usually,
gotta-
you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter. Though.
Yeah, like with the water bucket, you shouldn't be able to do a 360. You got to do a water bucket fall to get the water bucket.
The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe he dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the top of the glass staircase.
How many people are in on this conspiracy to keep him out?
I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm going to be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully.
Barring the one time he used a barrier, I will say our main character is incredibly honest because there are opportunities to use blocks, take multiple buckets, take multiple, extra pieces of food. And I don't think he'd get caught. I mean, I guess he got caught the one time he didn't go to work, but I think if he took 2 buckets there, it'd be so hard to check.
If I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive. And I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means taking a trip on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing 1-block jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock and—
Wait, okay. Then whoever the fuck went up to him and told him to get a house on the ground floor because it would be better because he wouldn't have to do water jumps, lied to him. Because it's more work having to climb up a staircase to then do a water jump to go to your house than it is climbing up a staircase and then going to a house on that same floor level. They set him up for sure.
in Parkour City. I tried keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you.
Water bucket jumps are somewhat free. The timing window's huge. The big issue is you can't spam though, because you're able to drop and pick up the water bucket before you land, if I remember correctly.
That just to get to my house. But this is the price I paid to become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a master in Parkour Civilization, the only way to survive
is are you really this dry on content? You're watching this? Okay, first off, you do understand they only get one meal a day, right? Like, do you know what they get one meal a day. So like,
is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These
keep
were jumps
up.
I could only dream of when I was a parkour noob. But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability to become the greatest master in Parkour Civilization. My first days on this level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps.
Why do you want
means
blocks?
The more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right now, I can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I gotta work.
But why would you
parkour
want to?
delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. All right, I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new— Oh, shoot, no, bro. Am I serious?
I'm so fucking sick of him doing that bit. I swear to God, if I see one more person go, yup, thank you very much, and killing them, I'm losing it.
Seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal.
It makes sense that parkour masters would be more willing to do battle because they have such a high confidence in their own skill level.
Jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to attack, and I was in serious trouble. The parkour master built a 3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to defend against this attack, buddy.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned so much, there's—
I mean, that's not bad. He just gave up. You didn't lose anything. You should be happy right now.
one thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of Parkour Civilization by becoming the champion.
Save Parkour Civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do I need to be the one to become the
Okay, let me guess. The threat to Parkour Civilization would likely be... Well, honestly, to me, it looks like the unfair caste system that forces noobs to stay noobs, pros to stay pros, and masters to stay masters. But if there's some outside force, it would probably be the lack of actual bartering or fiat currency in the economy. That also is an issue.
Parkour champion.
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost before you ranked up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to be the champion? Oh, what am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already.
Ooh,
but at
good
this
water
point,
jump.
I wasn't doing it for the parkour master. I was doing it for me. If there was any chance I could figure out the truth about Parkour Civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place might give me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip, but if what I was doing actually could save Parkour Civilization, then someone's gotta be the one to do it.
That's a big
why
jump.
not me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story. I didn't even know if this jump was possible.
I don't think it
I'm gonna
is.
regret this. I backed up to get momentum and I jumped. No, no, no! I thought it was too short, but I made it. Okay, that was way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to the building looked like
It is curious the master sent him, but maybe it's because he lost the battle that he had a newfound respect for him. I guess that's the case.
was guarded by a difficult parkour court.
Season 2's even better. People are talking about season 2 much like season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, season 1 obviously is great. It's groundbreaking. It might have been more viewed, but season 2 is where it gets good. I have heard that. But look, man, I still got 30 minutes in this one, and that's excluding the pauses. Okay?
As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the 4-block jump.
Is that actually easier if you get momentum like that? Is there like a... Because I thought if you just sprinted on one block, you would reach max speed. It's required. Oh. So, okay. Okay, I'll wait. I didn't know that.
Oh, 4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this?
Oh,
I stood on a path of ice
you need to go... It's like Minecraft BLJs, right? Because if you jump your head on the roof, you go faster, and then you'll get more speed on the ice block. You'll be able to...
blocks, and at the end,
this one.
There was a jump way too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it. I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice. Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission.
He could have done 7 blocks there.
I was just hoping I didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me, and what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor. I looked around but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so...
Read the pedestal.
Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwa. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user. Well, I was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen. Rank? Noob. Wait, how? I'm a master though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me. Before they saw me, I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Okay. We're being maybe a little crazy when we say hiding behind the bush here, right? We're at not to age myself, but we're at this level of hiding behind the bush.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess, or early maybe. I don't.
Ooh, a narrative change.
No.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwa. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
You can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh.
This is where players spawn. This is the starting world. This is purgatory. Players spawn here, and they're given an initial rank before they've lived a life. Siwa is the architect.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair. It's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How?
But why is there no room then, Siwa, to improve? If you say you deserve to be on the bottom, do you not also deserve to try again? If the goal is to have the best parkour, should upwards growth not be rewarded?
How is this happening? I can't.
Won't that lead to a stagnant group of masters? Unable to perform anything outside of the routine 3-block diagonal jumps?
Let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and Siwa already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yep, candle jump. 1 attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwa placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Nah, Siwa actually just doing, he's fucking getting weird with it low-key. Like Siwa jumping from fucking brewing stand to brewing stand. Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we fucking doing here? We went from Parkour Civilization of playing like a grown-up version of The Floor is Lava. Brewing stands ain't it.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
Okay, never mind. That was actually kind of beast. I didn't realize it did an effect. Wait. What do you mean the arena?
No pressure at all, just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. Alright, I'm gonna take 32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could...
Nah, I hit him with Bill Cosby. Okay, he's going off the deep end.
Could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you step into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
Okay, sorry. My immersion was a bit ruined there. There's no fucking way you counted the blocks when they were thrown out because multiple blocks don't really signify how many there actually are. You would have needed to pick them up and then redrop them. I'll move on.
This was it. One way or another, this would be my final battle in Parkour Civilization. The door opened and I stepped in to the parkour arena. It was time to fight. If I somehow beat the parkour champion, maybe I have...
It's only 60, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60. Son of a bitch, you're right.
Have a way to save everyone in Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago. I thought the Parkour Civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone could parkour to rank up in society. But I was...
Wait, why did you think that? There was literally a jump that was impossible to go from noob to pro, and you needed a barrier to actually succeed at it. From day dot, it's been proven to be unfair. You saw the prisoners 50 years. That's how long you had to be there. Like, bro, nothing about this was fair.
I was wrong. I discovered...
He's too good-hearted. I think our main character is actually flawed, which all great main characters are, but the flaw this main character has is naivety. Like, it borders on stupid. No offense. He's like, yeah, it is a bit like Luffy, like trusting to a fault. You know,
discovered the truth that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps, and there are people at the top of Parkour Civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price, and now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you? You're a pro. What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a...
Never underestimate an opponent. Sun Tzu Art of War. You always want to appear weaker than you are because your opponent then will go easier on you. Fucking catch up!
Parkour pro? This is really weird. I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the parkour arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for like the fight.
Warming up the crowd? You know there's literally no one watching, right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever. For my...
Yeah, him bringing 60 blocks is one of the biggest throws I think I've ever seen. Like, literally just a handicap with no value added.
Second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not going to be pretty. Oh, shoot! Oh, that was not how I thought it was going to turn out. It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me. All right, this is it. This is the battle for life or death.
Deadass thought that was Saikuno for the first second.
Let's get this over with. So, you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was fighting the champion, so when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the
Tournament
champion, but you're
arc.
not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even
363
see the
block
champion.
incoming.
It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was
a
a good time to
360
use one of my
diagonal
stairs.
4-block?
For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but
That's
I was
easy.
in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't gonna happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't land on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly. I only had 1 stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had
Yeah, the master kind of wins the duel for the champion as long as he wastes blocks. It's kind of like using a Pokemon that has a very good recovery, like, you know, like a Snorlax or like a Wigglytuff, to like, or I guess a Clefairy maybe is a better example, to like lower PP.
had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump, and I almost slid off, but I stayed on. Oh, that was too close. Okay. It was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was
Just do a
trying to make me
360,
waste
bro.
all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360, and I made it.
You know what's crazier is he did something basically that hard, if not harder, for his house.
Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed, and the damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It
That's
worked.
big.
That
That's
parkour
big.
combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third opponent jumped towards me.
F-Bo, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go.
Is that the
I'm
guy who
afraid
helped
you
him?
won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Is this the guy he already
let's do
beat?
this. It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again. If I could finish this battle
No.
with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough
Yeah, they
blocks
had a
to
crown,
fight
yeah.
the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my attack was unsuccessful. Now, I was in huge trouble.
Bro, just do the fucking thing. Run the 360, bro.
Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than
Damn.
mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating
Chain
health.
ice
I had to make
chain.
these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh man, how did I
You're
just do
using
that?
up so
This
many
master was too
resources,
good.
though.
No matter
It's
what jump I
bad.
thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles.
720.
And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle. I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
He used a lot of resources, but he won in one turn, chat. So, like, you have to think. If he were to he used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a little bit high, but it'll be it's a one shot. So maybe he could have gotten away with 6 blocks, but we're pretty close to the minimum amount of blocks needed for a one shot. I think it's worth.
Evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Before I
Me when the enemy top laner kills me one time.
could say anything, the master gave up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which means now I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This.
Whoa. Okay, I expected a plot twist. I thought the champion might be Seawat or maybe the old master. It's a new person. It's just an actual villain.
Was it. Standing in front of me was the champion of Parkour Civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my Parkour Civilization, and I never lose.
The parkour champion made the 5-block jump. It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to save Parkour Civilization.
5-block jumps. I'm sorry, I'm like emotional. 5-block jumps are actually impossible, right? How did he do it? Maybe it's not diamond shoes. Maybe he's wearing ice shoes and he's cheating.
Opened my eyes and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of Parkour Civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save Parkour Civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again.
He's putting a lot of pressure on himself. I think a lot of people didn't even fuck with him. I think what he was doing is ultimately a good thing, but I wouldn't worry about what people view on it, you know.
Don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Okay. Who's this guy?
Maybe I was wrong about you.
You were wrong about me? Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man turned around and he was wearing netherite boots? Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the parkour god? But you were just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get it.
This guy's delivering lines like a Super Smash Brothers announcer.
Ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do
Donkey
against the
Kong.
parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What is going on? I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And
Chills.
now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save Parkour Civilization. Parkour Civilization was in danger. I thought people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought I could be the one to put an end to it and save everyone, but I failed. Luckily for me, second chances come around quite often, and I still have one more shot at saving Parkour Civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion, and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be harder than I thought. I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison until I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple, but he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules Parkour Civilization, and that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion, and you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did.
If I'm him, I rally the troops right here. I'm not going back in solo. I'm getting every noob, every pro, every prisoner, every master to come and fill the stands and see once and for all the champion that's made their lives hell, beat his ass in front of all of them, and then reign the new order. That's what I run.
Did it. I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of Parkour Civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty?
Because the champions removed all blocks to guarantee a win in any fight.
All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, Parkour Civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Ebbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was...
Why doesn't he just break blocks? To be honest, I actually don't even think there's a reason for it anymore. Like, before, he would get in trouble and shit, but now, like, who the fuck's gonna yell at him? The champion? Okay, let's go to a parkour battle. I've broken the blocks. I will now use them. But I think the actual answer is because our hero is actually a honest person, which might be why they deserve to be the parkour champion and are chosen by the parkour god to have all these, like, you know, serendipitous beneficial moments. I actually do think it's an allegory for Jesus Christ.
Was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that Parkour Pro,
you know, because the God is helping him out, son of God. Okay,
those aren't allowed to
Think
go down
about
to the
it.
noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took
he had to
every
go down
block,
to hell. Actually, I don't think that happened.
and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of Parkour Civilization. First,
He was risen. Yo, wait, actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
was the noobs in danger, now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters.
He walked on water. Ice block jump.
By one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure, the fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single jump, because if I do,
I'm watching this. I think I could do every jump I've seen so far. Like every single one in Minecraft. I'm just saying.
well, then I guess the parkour god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time.
Okay, see what? First off, you're a creator, not a parkourer. Okay, let's just get that fucking cleared up between us. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, Parkour Civilization, they only get to eat one meal a day. Keep the fuck up next time, see what? Seriously, man. Seriously, I would freaking crush these jumps. I did them all as we've been watching, so you totally could, but some of them can be a little tricky. Thank you, Delta, for the very honest answer. Okay? Guys, I'm Ludwig from video games. I hate to toot my own horn, but I once beat a platinum lobby in Valorant. Need I say more?
And the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now...
What did Laura say? Laura dropped TTS. What did Laura say?
I came here to drop a shitpost tip, but I am bizarrely enamored by this. It's 4 a.m. and I need sleep.
Bro, this shit's electric. This got me fired up.
I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level?
Yes,
but before
you
I could
will.
put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage. And I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far. And of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking. Let's just do this. I got momentum and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save Parkour Civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan.
16 oak blocks, that's it?
Everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder
We robbing
blocks.
the bank?
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see it backwards.
Dude, this is like the equivalent of going to a Carl's Jr. and saying put the money in the bag, and they're like no, and then you whip out a tech deck and you do a fucking kickflip, and then you're like, what now, bitches? You're probably gonna want to join this operation soon. What are we freaking styling? That's crazy. It was a backward 1-block 360. Like that's not bad. That should get you a house in pro level. But like, this is embarrassing. He should be embarrassed. If this works, I'm low-key a little tilted. I know that parkour's currency, but this is not enough. This is like walking into a fucking Lamborghini dealership and throwing 10K cash on the table. Like, okay, that's a lot of money. Okay, it's in cash. That's 10K though. We sell Lambos. You need 10 times that amount. Come back when you have it. It's a 1-block backwards 360. Like, let's get a fucking grip.
Backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well, I have to let you in now.
This reminds me of the movie with Ricky Gervais where I forget what it's called, but like he was the only person who knew how to lie. And so he would walk into a casino and they'd be like, he'd like play roulette and he would lose. And he'd be like, oh, no, I didn't lose. I had all my money on number 35. And they'd be like, yeah, you did. Actually, I'm stupid. Here's a fucking $1 billion. Yeah, the invention of lying. It's like that. But instead of him lying and nobody else knowing what lying is, it's him 360ing and everyone collectively being like, I've never seen it. I've never seen it, bro. I didn't even know we could do that.
Let's go, I still got it.
Please just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this.
The movie, by the way, if you've never seen, should only be consumed via TikToks. It is not worth your time to watch the entire movie. It is about as good as the premise. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a somewhat amusing premise, but an hour 30 or 40 of it is like, okay, I get it. I get it.
I don't get it. I finally stumbled upon looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks, never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No. How is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed.
Whoa.
All right, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. All right, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
All right, man, if you think you
With
can
the
make this
potion
jump
of
with
slowing?
slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
I knew he'd buckle.
I can't believe I'm telling you
Paper
this.
hands.
The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait, so if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him.
Oh. So it's like you're playing horse, and then one guy goes for a 3-point shot. And instead of hitting the 3-point shot, you go for a half-court shot. And then now you've stacked him. You've superseded. And then he could, if he wants to do, like he could do a full court shot and do it back at you, I assume. Oh.
He can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones. Oh.
See what? I would not buckle. Let's keep it a fucking stack. I would not only not buckle, I would do a 3-block jump with slowness on me. I don't know if you know, bro, I'm nasty at Minecraft, and I've been trained by Technoblade, the fucking god of Minecraft. So show up with a little bit of respect, bro. I'm nasty. Having said that, I uninstalled the game, so I can't actually prove it. I would. I uninstalled it, though, for storage space. So it's a storage space issue.
Oh man, this is crazy. All right, let's do this. You need to send me back to the arena like you did before. And this time, I'm only fighting the champion.
Guys, you don't even gotta say rest in peace, Technoblade. You just say Technoblade never dies. All right, blood for the blood god!
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? Oh, I really hope Ebbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal. But he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of Parkour Civilization. All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot.
Oh. I was right. Then who's the parkour god? Is the parkour god the old man, or is that a different person?
To think about right now, I just gotta worry about defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack.
What is this?
I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump. And
holy shit. Pot 180 to pot up 1 into 360 pot backwards.
I
pot,
made it.
Plants,
The
excuse
parkour
me?
champion's attack
Candle?
was a race.
I'm
And
lost.
he had no choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in Parkour Civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did 2 in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was
Double
not the time to try them.
Neos.
But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour champion. Any one of these attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy of being the parkour champion.
That was ass. That was straight ass. Am I crazy? He just dropped doo-doo on the timeline. I mean, I wasn't. If that was round 1, don't get me wrong, I'm all in. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. That's round 3. What? That's not harder than double Neos. Like, let's be fucking for real. Think of the $50. AJ. Wait, is AJ the champion? The champ is here.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump
triple
that would
block?
take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in Parkour Civilization. But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour God, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump. I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen. I won. I actually won. It's over, right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top of Parkour Civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily, I'm now considered the best in Parkour Civilization, so if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top.
Okay, low key. Lowest of low keys. It'd be so funny if he just fucking died on the way up to the final area, and then like nobody ever knew the truth and changed the rules because like nobody could get there anymore. There's no champion to challenge, and he's the only one who knows.
I had always dreamed of this day when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me, but I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of Parkour Civilization. And now I was here, and there was nothing, just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks I've never seen before in Parkour Civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of Parkour Civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with Parkour Civilization, but you are the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the... Whoa, what are you doing?
You think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know Parkour Civilization better than I ever could.
Well, all right. I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of Parkour Civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my Parkour Civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
There it is. The entire Parkour Civilization Season 1 movie. I gotta say, I understand why this has become a viral meme. Personally, I would have liked to see a couple of changes. Namely, I think they should have killed the old man as opposed to keeping him alive. I think that's part of the hero's journey, is having your mentor, maybe the former leader, die. It's a character growth moment, as opposed to, like, you know, a fucking companion that advises you or whatever. So I'm curious how they tackle that in the second movie. I'm curious. I don't know if I'll watch a second movie. I mean, just out of curiosity, how did the first 30 seconds go?
I used to dream of being the champion of Parkour Civilization, but now I am. And I got to admit, being the champion is pretty awesome. Since I'm the best at parkour, I make the rules of Parkour Civilization. When I was at the bottom...
I'm not watching the whole thing. I just want to see what it's about.
...level, I always thought that parkouring to the top would lead to a better life. But now, under my rule, people can actually live that better life.
You know what, Evbo? You are so humble. I bet it's no coincidence that everything in Parkour Civilization is now Evbo themed.
Okay, I'll admit the Evbo theme was intentional, but let's be honest, you would totally do the same if you were the champion. I mean, I don't know if that will ever happen.
Oh, he's become a corrupt asshole. He instantly became corrupted by power. See that? Look, this might be a Jujutsu Kaisen situation where, like, obviously season 1 has some critical acclaim, but season 2 is where it gets gas. Interesting, bro. I mean, look, I've gone through a lot of Zoomer Gen Alpha media, you know, like FNAF lore or Skibbity Toilet lore. So all I gotta say, man, is I'm glad that there are still people churning out some fucking juicy Minecraft content. I didn't know who was going to take the throne post, you know, SMP era. And who knows? Maybe it is Parkour Civilization. By the way, did you know they only get 1 meal a day? If you're not going to watch the whole thing, just play the cool animation at the end. Maybe another day. Whoa, hold up. I might watch it still, see what. Don't count me out yet. Do you know they only get 1 meal a day? If you watch season 2, respectfully, I am ending it all. You're just mad about Peak. Stick to fucking Avengers Endgame, you fool. Can't watch high-class cinema. You are the type of people who want movies to be an hour and 15 minutes. Like, you watch movies, we watch film. Chat. Actually, there's something I want to talk about. Guys, I got a couple things I want to talk about. First, we are going to play some League of Legends tonight on a members-only stream. It'll probably start in about 15 minutes, around 9 o'clock. Second, the game that Off-Brand Games is launching, the first game I am publishing, Rivals of Ether 2.
Rivals of Ether 2 is releasing later this month, and we cannot wait to finally put this passion project of ours into your hands.
This game comes out in 20 days. There's been some major updates, and I wanted to react to this video.
Throughout the game's development, one of the guiding principles for our team has been creating something that our amazing community can easily love and feel good about supporting. That's why we announced at EVO this year that all of our current and future fighters will be free, forever.
Let's hear that one more time.
We announced at EVO this year that all of our current and future fighters will be free, forever.
In the furry game, all current and future fighters will be free forever. Okay? No pay-to-win bullshit. Nothing sucks worse than playing a game and losing to a character that you haven't bought that just seems way fucking better, or you can't even practice against because you haven't purchased it. All characters free forever. I think it's a sick decision.
We want to ensure that no major aspects of gameplay are ever locked behind a paywall or grinding. With our release coming up soon, we're excited to finally be able to share some more of our plans for the game at launch and beyond. That's why today we're kicking off a short series of videos where our studio lead gives you all the details of what's coming to the game on our PC launch October 23rd. The topics today will focus on
Chad, what day does Rivals of Ether 2 come out?
the core gameplay features that will be in Rivals of Ether 2 at launch. This will be the first in a 3-part series of videos. Future topics will include a deep dive into our progression and economy, as well as our plans for the game post-launch.
Hey everyone, I'm Dan Fernacey, the studio lead at Ether
Hey, Dan.
Studios, and today we're going to be talking about some features that are coming to Rivals of Ether 2 at launch.
Okay. Okay, let's listen.
Alright, so game modes at launch, starting with the most important one, it's online play. You'll be able to play Rivals of Ether 2 using our server-based rollback netcode. You'll be able to play in 1v1 matches,
Swag,
2v2, and
Swag,
free-for-all, and you can do
Swag.
this with your friends using our lobby system, or you can matchmake to find new opponents.
We got ranked?
Additionally, you'll be able to play all these modes locally on one computer with your friends. In addition to Versus mode, we'll also be featuring a tournament mode that's built for live competition. It features built-in stage striking and stage banning, and we even went one step further and built in rock, paper, scissors, so you can avoid
Oh, that's lit. Hey, I'm gonna play Rivals of Ether 2 just for rock, paper, scissors.
all that awkwardness when you're at your local. And if you want to get better, then you're going to need practice, and that's when you're going to go into training mode. Here,
I Alt
you can
F4
set
after.
the CPU to a variety of options, you can view hitboxes, and you can use our save state system to practice scenarios over and over. And the last local mode is very exciting. It is arcade mode. In this mode, you'll play against CPU opponents in a variety of challenges, including a team battle, horde mode versus multiple opponents, and a boss battle against an abyss enemy. This mode was not initially planned to be at launch, but we were able to squeeze it in, and I'm very excited
Shout
that the team
out
can pull it off.
Ether
Look
Studios.
forward to playing it day one. Along with the gratification of getting better, we also want to reward our players even further. There will be character XP that you can earn across all modes that will level up your characters and grant you either currency or cosmetics each time you level up. There will also be a new event every month, and any XP you earn during that time will go towards cosmetics themed to that month.
It does sound like a battle pass. You were upgrading characters and using it to unlock cosmetics. That sounds like a battle pass.
No, it's nothing like a battle pass. It's a seasonal progression bar with rewards that are frequently cosmetic, and I guess it is kind of like a battle pass, but it's better because it's completely free.
I mean, then it's chill, baby. Then it's chill. I can't even be mad at we can't. Come on. Free battle pass.
I'm super excited at what our team was able to accomplish for the launch of Rivals of Ether 2. The game is playing great, both online and offline, and it's super fun to level up your characters and unlock new rewards. And we're not done yet. With your help and your feedback, we plan to update and improve these features so the game keeps getting better. While Rivals of Ether launched into early access, for Rivals of Ether 2, we're doing a full launch because this game already has more characters and more features than Rivals of Aether did when it launched in early access. We're also setting ourselves up to have as strong of launch as possible, so we can expand our team and add more features as the game grows. Don't forget, this is the first video in our series, and next week we'll be doing a deep dive on our cosmetics, our currencies, and our in-game shop.
So people are like, okay, how are you going to make money then? What are you selling? I believe they're going to address that in the next deep dive on currency and cosmetics. So it'll be available there. Or sorry, the info will pop up there. You get me? This one's just talking about what comes out at launch, which is arcade mode, online mode, local mode, training mode, and the battle pass. But there are some ways, if you have extra fucking money and you want to spend it, you know, hey, we're trying to make money ultimately, right? Because the more money, the more support the game gets.
We love our community, so keep that feedback coming and stay tuned next week for more information.
I think it's only available on Steam at launch. But like, look, this is how shit goes, right? Like, you're developing a game for X number of years. The better the game does, the more feature the game gets. The less well the game does, the shorter the shelf life is for the game, you know? Like, games are part passion project, but they're also part business. And so there are games that even have millions of dollars of budget, millions of dollars in promo. And even those games don't have a lot added after launch. I'm talking about you, Concord. And then there are other games which maybe are launched with not as many features, but over the time, because of the popularity of the game and the support the game gets, ends up looking like a totally different game. Okay? Examples, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Imagine going back to playing that game when it first came out. It has about 1/10 the maps in characters. You know? And that they only got all that because of how popular the game was. Yeah, Fortnite. OG Fortnite. Like, the only reason Fortnite is where it is now is because of how much support the game got. How much money they made is how much money they can put back into the game. Obviously, you can't put money back into a game if the game's not making money. So, but how you make money matters a lot. How you make money matters a lot. So we'll watch the next video when it comes out next week. Because, like, there's good ways games can try to make money, and there's also bad ways. You know? Like, we've all seen both. They did so bad with Animal Crossing. That one makes no sense to me. Low key, like, Animal Crossing had a shit ton of support. Like, bro, I remember mega celebrities playing Animal Crossing, right? Didn't Elijah Wood fucking have a Animal Crossing phase? There's like a bunch of people. I played it, bro. Everyone played that game, but they just like stopped supporting it. It made no sense to me. They should have done to Animal Crossing what they did to Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. It really makes no sense. COVID dev time? Yeah, maybe it's just because of COVID. Maybe. But it's not like I don't know, man. It's not like they fixed it post-COVID. They dropped the ball on that one for sure. Because it was such a good... I mean, it is such a good game. Genuinely, like a very good game. So it's a bit of a bummer, to be honest. But anyway, look, man, with Rivals of Aether 2, I think there's a lot of plans and hopes and goals in the pipeline. How far it goes depends how much excitement and buzz there is around the game. Like, I don't think it's I don't think I'm fucking breaking news when I say that, right? That's kind of how all video games go. So I hope it crushes, because I think it's a good game. I don't really vibe with Animal Crossing, but I know my friends loved it. I think the thing about Animal Crossing is people who love it, and people who don't love it understand why people love it. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a rare phenomenon. Because even if you don't love it, you instantly understand why you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Nah, I get that shit. But like, for example, I watch like people play mobile games, you know? In certain mobile games, I'm not going to say which games. I have some friends who play them, and I think to myself, I don't know how you're addicted to that. But they love it, and I'm like, I don't understand it. People feel that way about League of Legends. Right now, me playing League of Legends, people are like, why are you playing this game? And it's honestly hard to explain why. It's not very defensible. All right, chat. Guys, here's the game plan. I'm going to play League. Probably 2 to 3 games. I'm going to play about 3 league games. The goal is to basically get VODs for Aloise to review tomorrow on stream. Not my stream, his stream. He is doing a coaching session with me. So I'll probably be playing a bit of top lane and some jungle. I'll probably play 2 top games and 1 jungle game. That's my game plan. So anyway, that'll be right now. It's going to be a members only stream. Non-members, I got excellent news for you. I just uploaded a brand new YouTube video. It is called I Snuck into TwitchCon. Again. Here it is. Okay, that is me spamming the word civilization. That's embarrassing. I did Google how to spell it. That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. All right. Thank you for all the memberships, guys. I appreciate. Oh my God. Look at the flood of memberships. Look at the flood of memberships. Anyway, chat, thank you all for hanging out today. I appreciate you all watching Parkour Civilization. Thank you for all the members who are hopping over to our League stream. Still trying to make sure I have a good balance between my League grind and my stream grind. But I will be totally honest. October is going to be a bad month for streams. It's a bad month to be a Ludwig viewer. Not because I don't care, not because I'm giving up because of League, but because I'm traveling a lot this month as well. I have my trip for the RV trip coming up. I have quite a few shoots that I'm doing this month. So I think November, December will be quite hot in terms of streams and content and videos and what have you. But October, I'm probably just going to be featuring on other people's stuff more, and it won't be as much. I think I'm doing like a few podcasts that I don't normally do. I'm doing a bunch of shit. But it'll be cool because when it all comes out, it'll be fun to watch on stream. But watching Parkour Civilization carry the entire month. A fucking men. All right, chat. Hey, check out the new YouTube video, or I'll see you guys in the live stream. I'm out. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your night, wherever you're at in the big wide world. Do something nice for future you this weekend. Something that you in the future will be like, damn, I'm happy me of the past did this. And outside of that, have a good one. Peace.